winning, bad bitch Kakiana. And I'm still winning Pakiana. Percocets, Papiana, killing everybody beat. Thank you, next, Ariana.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Knowing the Real LJae, and I'm LJae. And if you're not with it, then I'm still gonna get it. Today, I'm gonna be talking about a very, very, very touchy topic. I'm gonna be talking about the day I lost somebody very special. You guys, as I can recall the day, I was actually in elementary school, and the night before, it was actually 2 nights before, I had a very tough dream, and it was about somebody passing away. It was crazy because, you know, my mom even remembered it, because I went to her room and I was like, it was in the middle of the night, like literally in the middle of the night, and I was crying. I said, Mom, like, I had a bad dream. And she was just like, go to bed, like, it's okay. And I was like, Mommy, like, somebody, you know, that I know, I just couldn't see the face. Like, somebody passed away. And my mom knew of these dreams very well, because my mom used to have them as a child also. And, you know, mind you, it was 2 days before this, but I carried on to the next few days because I kept having the feeling. And I can just remember the feeling of waking up that very morning, December 4th. Was waking up, you normally get up around like 6 o'clock. And my mom, she got us up, we got on the bus, and I wasn't having too much of a good day. I wasn't having a great day. I remember I had to take a test, and hell, I figured it was just because of that, because I did not study for that test, and I was just like, ugh, like, you know, I don't like taking tests, like, next. But this, you know, this feeling was not a great feeling. Like, it was just like something happened, and I couldn't put my finger on it. All I could think about was my dream that I had, if something had really happened like that. And I remember it was around before lunch. And I was one of them type of kids where lunches, like my favorite part of the day. It is my favorite part of the day, and you are not about to make me miss lunch unless you're gonna go get me some lunch. Period. Like I was saying, I remember I was so mad because they came and got me at lunch. I was like, what are y'all come to get me at lunch for? Like, they having cheeseburgers. But let me get back to what I was saying. But they called me from the classroom, and normally when they call from the classroom, I remember it clear as day. I think her name was Miss Lewis. Yeah, it was Miss Lewis. Or, yeah, Miss Lewis. That's her name. That's the heifer name. Miss Lewis, we need Lawrence to come to the front. He's going home. So I was like, y'all better go on, cause I'm about to eat lunch. But anyway, like I said, so, you know, I get my bag together and I'm walking to the front, and I'm taken away. And first thing I see my brother and my sister at the front. I'm like, okay. Mind you, they're younger than me, so they're like in 1st, 2nd grade. I'm in the 5th grade. And as I can recall, you know, my mom and them had a meeting with my teacher, and I couldn't think of what the meeting could have been about. And I was just like, they coming out the office with my teacher, And my mom is very, 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 very light complected. Like very light complected. It looked like she had been crying. It looked like she just was she was just over it. She was over it. Like, and I was just like, what's wrong, you know? And my teacher walked up to me after she walked out the door. She was like, you don't have to worry about taking the test and da 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 da. And I was like, what y'all done did? Hold up. I ain't gotta take no test. What did happen? Bitch. Like, I ain't gotta take no test. What the mother? Oh, yeah. Mama, y'all coming up to my school often. I was just like, okay. But, so after she did that, like I said, I was like, don't gotta tell me twice. You don't gotta tell me twice. Next. But I got in the car, and all I remember, it was so quiet. My stepdad was quiet. My mom was quiet, and all I can hear was my mom like breathing and crying. I'm just like, why is she crying? Like, did they get into a bad argument? Like, what's going on? Like, they came and got us from school. Something had to have happened. So mind you, our house is like right down the street. We stayed in Missouri City of Texas at that time, and literally our school was in the back of our neighborhood. And like we drove up, and all I can remember is my mom just sitting there. My stepdad sat in the car. Me and my brother and sister, we got out the car. We was like, I'm going in the house. I'm going to take a whole nap. You know, we was all thinking like we was about to go take a nap. My brother was about to go play his game. My sister was about to go play with a Barbie doll. Probably one of the ones that she cut all the hair off with. She always played with the ugly Barbie dolls. But anywho, next case. All I can remember is I had my backpack on, going up the stairs, and my mom, she said, "Little man," that's my nickname. She was like, "Little man, come here. I have to talk to you." And I'm like, "Oh, what is this about? Like, am I in trouble? Like, y'all had a whole meeting with my teacher. I don't do nothing to them people. Them people lying on me, knowing damn well they probably wasn't, because I was a character in class." But anywho, she was like, "Come sit over here." So I went and sat on the couch. I didn't sit close to him because I'm like, because I ain't about to get popped. I'm not about to have no unregistered pop on me. Like, you're not about to pop me, and I'd be dumb enough to come sit by you and acknowledge the pop. I'm not. We not doing it. Not today. So I sat on the other end of the couch, and my stepdad came and sat, like, they, like, sat like this, like, one over here, one over here. And then my mom was like, "Come sit in the middle of us." And I'm just like, y'all bought me something? Like, what y'all bought me? Like, y'all trying to tell me what y'all bought me? My birthday, I mean, y'all trying to ask me what I want for Christmas? Okay, I'm gonna come sit by y'all. Y'all look like y'all in one of those moods. I was one of them kids where I'm just like trying to up it up. I'm trying to, push the vibe up, because it was a horrible vibe. When I tell you, it was like you can hear the little pin drop. You can hear, literally, you'll probably be able to hear this. You can hear that. So I went and sat by them, and my mom, she turned to me, and she said the most memorable thing that I can ever just remember. I can still hear it. I remember she said, whew, it's like it haunts me because whenever she said, I just, I kind of lose it. But she was just like, little man, your dad accident. And that very moment, I bust out laughing. Now I'm gonna tell you why I bust out laughing. Because one, I was a child of in denial. I I was just like, I'm not believing this and I'm gonna laugh it off because you joking with me. At this very moment, my mother wasn't joking, but she looked at me, she was like, oh, that was easy. And then my stepdad chimed in. He was like, little man, your dad, Lawrence Johnson III, was killed in a bad car accident at 2 o'clock this morning. At that moment, my stomach dropped. My heart skipped probably 100 beats. You know how when you get scared and your heart is actually like, no, my heart stopped. I was heartbroken. I was ill for words. I was devastated. I think I was 11. I was either 10 or 11 at that time, or 12. This was in 2008. But I was very much so shocked. And all I could think about is the dream that I had, and I was just like, wow. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. I kept thinking to myself at that very moment, like, why it had to be, my dad to actually, go through that. Like, I always had to think that because me and my dad wasn't very much so close, but I always wanted a real, genuine relationship with him. That conversation took a big toll on me. It took a big toll on me. Not to say I changed into a total different person after that. I was very much so to myself. I didn't like going anywhere. I didn't know how to socialize with people. I was devastated. As a child, just think about it, like, you want to have a relationship with somebody and all of a sudden that relationship that you wanted, you can't even have anymore because, that person wasn't in your life. And I know probably if my family members on my dad's side look at this, they probably would think otherwise, but, from what I had to go through, it was very much so different because I was the firstborn, and I just always wanted to have a relationship with him. After they told me that, I literally jumped out the seat and I walked outside, and I literally all I can remember is looking up to the sky and crying. All you could hear is just, screams. My mom was trying to get me to calm down. My mom was like, little man, like, it's okay. It's okay. It is okay. My mom was crying. And I'm one of them kids where I am a granny's baby. I'm a big granny's baby. Like, My granny could hold me in her arms and I will fall asleep. I'm a granny's baby. And I told my mom, I said, I want to see Granny. And my mama got in the car. We all got in the car. Basically, I didn't even pick up my backpack. We didn't pick up nothing. My mama and them just got in the car. My brother and sister, they was shocked also. They was very much so shocked. And got in the car, drove to my granny's house. And as soon as I seen my granny, I was hurt. I was hurt. But nevertheless, I just want to, give some advice to some people out there that are dealing with the loss of a family member that actually meant something to them. All I can say is, keep your head up. Try to think positive. Think very positive. Don't feed into the negative that ever happened. Always think positive, because when you think positive, it's just like you're left with let me just say it like this. You're left with a very good memory. Most people are not left with very good memories of the person that they lost. But I would say you have to stay positive. You have to stay strong. You have to stay motivated. I took counseling for almost, I want to say 3 years. 3 years I did in-school counseling to get myself back on track. And I can honestly say it did help me. It was a lot of days where I cried. I was deeply scarred. And I really just know, how it feels to lose a father. Don't know what it feels like to lose a mother. Pray to God that it don't happen anytime soon. Very, very far down the line. Even, my grandparents, I can't imagine losing my grandparents right now, because I'm very close with them. But, if you're dealing with a loss, keep your head up. Don't let nobody tell you anything bad about the person that you lost. Defend them. They're not here to defend themselves. So defend that person. Even if they wasn't worth defending, go ahead and defend them. I just always say, I just always keep a positive note. I don't revisit the bad. I really don't. I try to stay positive. I don't know if my dad's side they probably think that I do keep the negative versus the positive, but I don't like to revisit it at all. I try to stay mannerable about what's in front of me. After, I got over the situation, it was just like, okay, I'm back to, I was a different person. I'm gonna just say that. I'm a different person. And when I tell you, like me, overall, I changed. Counseling changed me. The way of life changed me. Without my natural birth father, my stepdad took on the actual dad role. Like, he had to be there. And, he's a wonderful parent. But it's nothing like having your blood father. It's nothing like having your blood mother. It's nothing like having your blood family, or somebody that that is supposed to be there. And you guys, I'm just gonna say, stay encouraged, keep going on. If you ever feel low, if you ever feel like you can't go on, I would say pray about it. It helps. It works. Just pray about it. And that is the end of the day I woke up to a crazy situation. Huh. Lord. But go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So you guys, if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe down below. Also comment and tell me what you think about this video. And then if you're not with it, then I'ma still go get it.
Hey yo, I've been a bad bitch, Kakiana, and I'm still winning Pakiana. Percocets, Papiana, killing everybody beat. Thank you next, Ariana.